Ladies and gentlemen, so I have been cubing for like several months already at this point, and I feel like I am now qualified to make a tier list of the best Rubik's Cubes, 2023 edition. So this list is kind of outdated, so I'm going to make some adjustments. WRM 2021 is going to be changed to the WRM V9, and the WRM 2019 is going to be changed to the Super Moyo RS3 MV2. Just really quick. I don't know how to change it from here, but let's just get started with this. So first on the list, GAN 12. The GAN 12 is considered the best competition performance GAN cube. And I personally don't have it yet, but I've heard so many great things. I actually have a friend who has a GAN 12, and it is great. I loved using it. So I'm going to put it on the goated tier. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the best speedcubers uses GAN 12. Timon Kolasinski used it. Yihang Wang used it. You get the point. I don't really know any other speedcubers who use GAN 12. But this is why, from what I've seen, GAN 12 is the best GAN cube when it comes to competitions. Next up, we have the GAN 13. The GAN 13 I have a lot of bias towards because it's, great. It's just awesome. I love it. But it's not as good as the GAN 12. So I'm going to put it on the pretty good section. The only reason it's not by the GAN 12 is because the GAN 12 feels a little smoother, I guess. The GAN 13 just has a lot more in it. I feel like it's a lot less cube and more or less technology, which I feel the GAN 14 is even more of, which is why I don't think the GAN 14 will surpass the GAN 12 when it comes to competition. Next up is the GDS 3M. This is made by Tommy Cherry, who I believe is number 13 in the world, best in my state of Florida. How the hell does he main a Moyu GDS 3M? Like, probably the first magnetic flagship cube, like, ever, and perform really well with it. I mean, I don't know, but according to him only, is the only reason why it's in pretty good tier. Because without him, then it would just probably be in horrible or no. Next up is the MS3X. The MS3X is pretty revolutionary. It has a lot new technologies to it. I'm not really sure exactly what it has going for it, but I know that it is a completely different style of cubing, and more for like newcomers who want to expand upon their cubing horizons. So for now, it's just gonna go into fine because I don't really know much. Now, the Moyu RS3M Super. I love this cube. It is a great cube. It used to be my secondary at some point, before the RS3M V2 came out. So it used to be my secondary. I freaking love this cube, bro. I say it's better than the GAN 13. I have the standard version, and for some reason, I perform better on the standard version than I do on the GAN 13 maglev. So it's going to be in the goated tier, but bottom goated tier. I freaking love this cube, and I would assume the maglev and ball core UV are even better. Now the regular RS3M, I don't really like as much. It's not better than the GAN 13 for sure, but you literally cannot go wrong with this type of cube because of just how good it is. It can literally be a flagship cube on its own. I think it is. I think the maglev RS3M is a flagship cube. I'm not really sure, but this cube is really good. So it's going to be solid. So now, the Dian Tenyan V3. I've heard a lot of bad stuff about it. I know the V2 or the V1 is the best. No, so the Danyan Tenyan V1 is considered the best of the three. The 2 is the 2 is the worst, but the 3 is a bit better. But there are so many better options than this cube that make it completely, in my opinion, irrelevant to get. So, for me, hot take. Don't kill me. Do not send people to my door. But I'd put it in the don't bother tier. There are so many better options, some of which are cheaper. So I would just recommend to literally get any other flagship. So next up, we have the Tornado V3. I know, it's my main. I'm obviously going to put it into goated tier. Of course I will. It's my main. It is the best cube, like, ever. I love it. And if you have the Tornado V3 right now, especially the Pioneer version, for some reason they released the UV-coated version. I wouldn't even bother getting the UV-coated version. Dude, the Tornado V3 is perfect. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think Chi can do anything better with the next Tornado V3. It is just amazing. It is just amazing. The last two, I don't know anything about the Tianma, whatever the hell that is, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. I haven't heard anything about it, so just I don't know. Next up, we have the WRM V9, which looks like this, the WRM 2021. This cube is pretty good. I gotta say. I mean, in my opinion, it is almost as good, if not as good, as the GAN 13. I do have the maglev version, which is considered the fastest version, and my turning style kind of is with the fast cubes. That's why I have a Tornado V3 Pioneer version, which is barely set up because it's so good. So I would put it in the pretty good tier, in between the GAN 13 maglev and GDS 3M. Next up, we have the Super RS 3M V2, which is my secondary. And what I would do is I would put my secondary pretty much right under the Tornado V3. But the thing is, it's my secondary because I get consistent solves. Not good. I sometimes perform better with the WRM V9 or the GAN 13 maglev whenever I'm just practicing regularly, not in like a semi-competitive setting. But the WRM V9, but the RCM V2 is definitely like the one I get most consistent solves in. So I'm just going to put it above the GAN 12 maglev, like this. So this is the final tier list. Yeah. That's it. If you have any change of opinion, let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!